Hello, hello, hello. Hey guys, what is up? This is Livy Egret coming live from London. If you guys are watching me on a replay, drop me a hashtag style. Y'all know the drill. I help the multicultural hashtag style. Y'all know I help the multicultural, multi-ethnic to brand on social media and to earn at the same time. So if that is you and you're looking to earn an extra income, that's really up to you. Absolutely. Drop hashtag hybrid if you're fed up of living paycheck to paycheck. Hey, my love. I love my love. I got to message you because I don't know how long you're staying. So I need to see you before you leave. Thank you very much. Samantha, ciao. Chiara, come stai, amore? Sasha, Yvette, comment tu vas? We're going to be talking about my dad's book, Breaking Down Barriers. If you guys don't know, that's what we're going to talk today. It's nothing to do with network marketing tonight. We're just nor earning an extra income. But if that's something that you want to do, absolutely. But we're going to do about make a point of helping others from the chapter. His chapter is chapter 31. So if you want to read that one, then absolutely. The book you can get on Amazon, Breaking Down Barriers. My dad, it's a book from my journey from a small African village to the world stage. Hey, Cami. Hey, Matta. How are you guys? And this is more of, it's a book where if you guys are looking for something, the reasons of why you should read the book. My dad put a couple of things. I went over it. My dad's still alive. I just wanted to give you something. I just feel that these energies a bit low and I just want to inspire you in some way, shape, or form. So if this resonates, then absolutely do tell me. Whether you stand or you just make so the reasons to read this book. Whether you stand, just make a start. The journey may be long, but it's worth it. Dreaming big is not enough, so invest in yourself. Taking risk, working hard, unconscious bias, networking, family is precious, never neglect it, embrace cultural diversity, your instinct never lies. And then he goes on a couple of things. The book is really cool because it basically has a point to the story, right? Then he has a personal story, and then he has pictures, which is kind of cool. Of like, well, this is one of the books. The chapter is going to read of one, but there's one where my grandfather had him bought him a goat. So if you want to read that one's in there. How he got his BMW. For the guys that don't know, he also was he built the MI6 building, so that's also in there. So if you want to read something that you can just put down, and when you need to pick it up, then absolutely. Today we're going to be talking about make a point of helping others. And before I go into this, have you ever felt, and some of y'all, some might think like, Olivia, you got so much energy, you're always pouring, you're always giving, etc. Like, how do you keep on doing it? Is because I am serving. Right. As much as I fuel my cup by going and working out every single morning, more or less every single, I have 1 or 2 days rest. Right. But I give. Right. I always want to help somebody some way, shape, or form. I don't go to bed if I have not helped someone or if I have not poured into myself. Right. I've got to fill my cup up first. So my mask of oxygen when you're in the plane. But at the same time, I've got to give my hand and help somebody, regardless if they don't want my hand, if they slap it, if they say no, whatever, or they scream at me. Does not matter. I have to give my hand, whatever that is. And so automatically that is going to shift your perspective because you're not in the, oh my goodness, I feel so bad that I am giving you something, right? And it could be a smile, it could be a compliment. Doesn't necessarily mean that you guys have to do what I do, right? I was talking today with somebody that's interested in building the business, and she's like, how many pieces of content do I have to do to, to sell, etc. And I was like, you don't need to produce any new content. It's just content that you've done every single day, like what I do. I talked to you about yesterday about not winning that jumper that I wanted, and I blended my supplements, right? So I want you guys to understand that it just comes from your instinct, like knowing who you are. So let's jump into it because I said I was going to only go for probably 10 minutes, and we're already 4 minutes in my TED Talk and I haven't started. Welcome. This is called The Olivia Show. Okay. Make a point. I'm not going to read all of it, but what I will leave you with, guys, is I will read this part, the personal story where my dad talked about me, and it's such an ashamed story, but whatever. But let's just jump into it. There are few things greater than being able to share one's knowledge, insight, or experience. We must embrace the fact that we have a gift in a particular area. We can share this with someone who needs it. We have been through school, education, or training. We are grateful to the teachers who spent time explaining the subjects. Well, I don't remember maths. That was a blur. But I loved history and I love sports. In the same way as we grow, we make our way through life. We have that same obligation towards others. There are those who struggle with mathematics and science, me. Others struggle with the understanding of concept and ideas, while some struggle of just how to get ahead of life. And if you're watching this on a replay, or you're watching me live, or you're watching now, you're not late, right? You didn't understand. If I had told you something, you probably wouldn't have understood it years before, right? I went through my abortion. I wouldn't have understood what it felt to go through the pain of doing it, but doing it alone and having it to do it twice. But had I not gone through it, I wouldn't be able to come through the experience. Just like opening my business or supposed to get married and I never got married, right? I had to go through that pain to understand what is my worth. So you're never too late, because I wouldn't have understand the breakup had I not been through it, right? You wouldn't have understand the financial difficulty had you not understand being going through it. It's not because you get to understand now that you said, oh my goodness, I would have understood. No, you probably didn't understand when you were younger. And so this comes levels of understanding where you need to be. So I'm just a reminder to tell you that you are not late. You are right at the right time where you're supposed to be, because you have a gift to give to others. Okay. Whatever our gift and ability, we must share it to eat. We must share to ease someone else's burden and frustration. The most important point is to make what we explain as simple as possible, right? When I told my partner to bring the dustbin out or the bins out, I had to tell him in a simple way, bro, the bin has to go out, right? It's not going to walk. And so you got to break it down. Now, probably not bro is not the right word, but it does not matter, right? The important point is to make what we explain as simple as possible. We should break it down to the least complicated form. We're not trying to prove how clever we are. Instead, we just want the person to quickly grasp and get the solution, right? Just like when I tell my nephew, okay, no, okay, maybe not my nephew, but okay, I'll tell you this because it's just easier for me. My supplements. You use, you talk, you demo. It's simple. We're not overcomplicating it, right? The workout this morning, simple. Even though I didn't get it in the morning, you can see in the stories, I didn't get it, but it has to be simple, right? Keep it simple. KISS. Keep it simple, stupid, right? That's what my dad used to say, my parents used to say, but without the word super, you could do a like sublime, right? Not everyone has the patience or desire to help others. I get it, but we must. We must have patience to listen to others. We must have patience to just understand where the other person is. Because the more empathy we can give to others, the more we can understand where people are coming from, automatically it shifts. Automatically, it's not heavyweight, right? There are a few more gratifying moments than when someone we are teaching finally understands, and we see their face light up with joy. When I get somebody that understands something, or when I was talking this morning on another call that I had on somebody saying, that's all we do. Just we use, we talk, we demo, and that's it. And the way it was just so easy for the person, automatically you could see her energy just shifted, because she's like, oh, it's not that complicated, and it's not supposed to be complicated. It's supposed to be easy, where you can just adapt, shift, and put it all together, right? And I'm going to leave you with this quote, and I'm going to give you an action to go and take. Now, the book, you guys can go and get it on Amazon. Just type in Chris Igwe. I believe you can get it in Kindle. You can get it in Kindle, and you can get it also in audiobook, in a paper cover book, right? Time and money spent in helping men do more for themselves is far better than mere giving. Time and money spent in helping men do more for themselves is far more better than mere giving, right? What are you doing today, Samantha? What are you doing, Mazat? That you, to Cami, to Alinuf, to Sarah, what are you guys doing that you're serving people in some way, shape, or form, inspiring them, giving them your time? Maybe it's not the money, but it's time. Like, this here is my time, right? That I'm leaving for you guys, right? I could do 1,001 different things, but I decide, because I know what I do not want to do, I still do it. Because over the side of consistency, one of the sentences that I wrote is the discipline. It's not convenient to show up at times where I don't feel like showing up, but I still do it, Sasha. I still do it, Sarah. I still do it. Oh, hey, say that, Sarah. I still do it, Anuf. I still do it, Sarah, right? I want you guys to understand time and money spent in helping men do more for themselves is better than mere giving. That's from Henry Ford. I'm going to leave you with this little part. If you want to get the book, Breaking Down Barriers for My Dad, you absolutely can. The action step that I want you to do today, tomorrow, whenever you guys are watching this, is think of the last time you really helped someone when it was not convenient for you. And that stings. Like, I'm thinking right now of a person that I know is not feeling right now, that once I finish, I have to jump off. What was it that you did? Think of the last time you really helped someone when it was not convenient. What was it? What was it that you did? And the book that my dad recommends is Brilliance by Amber Grady. And he writes the personal story of me, of where I overrode a bill and I had to pay my dad back. So you can get that story if you want to get into that book. But the critical thinking that I will also leave you with this is, if you know that helping others helps them and helps you as well, why don't you do it more often and more willingly? And I shall leave you with that. Guys, I love you. I appreciate you. Remember to be you do. The world does not dictate who you are, but you dictate the world. Say that. Je t'envoie un message. I love you. Talk to you guys later. Bye.